Hi everyone, it's Kerry Attenborough of the Astral Realm, and this time I'm going to be talking about Orgonite. Okay, hope you're all doing very well. So this is a piece, ring light's kind of reflecting straight off it, and this is the surviving piece, and there's the back. Very pretty. And basically, what happened to me was in 2016, I noticed that even though I was recovering from my eating disorder and from a lot of other things, that I was getting sicker and sicker. And unfortunately, I started to hear electronics and stuff, and I was also really getting into truth seeking big time. So it all kind of happened at once. So in about 2017, I think it was, I started looking into possible solutions. And one of the possible solutions that was everywhere in, at least in my timeline, right, was Orgonite. People kept on saying, Orgonite, Orgonite, get Orgonite, Orgonite, get Orgonite. And I met someone else with electrosensitivity, and they had a piece exactly this size and shape, and they actually gave it to me as a gift. So I thought, you know what, I'm crafty, I'm going to learn how to make these. Now, as you can see, I did a pretty damn good job. These, even if, you know, you don't believe in the energy or whatever, they are works of art. So I don't make them anymore, but I thought I'd do a video explaining like a little bit about what they are and just the research that I did about these objects, right? So essentially, the story goes is that they're supposed to take in energy from the environment and turn any negative energy into positive energy. And the story goes that they do it through a scrubbing motion. So it's a resin with crystals and metals inside, and the resin's supposed to squeeze on the crystals, and it's just supposed to do it's basically like magic, right? Now, these objects are supposed to be based on the research done by Wilhelm Reich. And if you watch Kate Bush's video, Cloud Busting, I believe that's Wilhelm Reich depicted in that music video. He was allegedly conducting experiments to do with weather control, and also conducting experiments trying to heal people with what he described as Orgone Energy. So at the start of the Kate Bush song, she says, "I still dream of Organon." So it was about this Orgone Energy, which was completely like theoretical, like pretty much everything. It's like chi energy, right? And you can get, according to Wilhelm Reich, you can get positive orgone and negative orgone, or DOR, D-O-R. So positive would be P-O-R and DOR would be the negative one. And what he would do is like build a box. Apparently he built a box and he would sit people in there, and the box was constructed of organic material, so like I think it was wood he used, I'm not sure, and then metal, and it was layers of that, and it was supposed to like filter this energy in. Then what these are actually based on is obviously not the boxes what people would sit in. I think what happened was some people had positive effects and some people had negative effects. But these devices are actually based on, I believe, a guy called Karl-Hans Weltz's research. Karl-Hans Weltz started making basically devices with metal inside, and it was just resin with metal and crystals inside. And I think he also did zappers, you know, electronic things that would zap parasites in you or stuff like that, or like, I don't know what they do. I really don't. But yeah, I just wanted to share a few hints. No, not hints. I wanted to share a few points on what I actually think of these and why I stopped making them. All right. And so these were invented, I would say, by Karl-Heinz Welz, but they were popularized by a couple called Don and Carol Croft. Okay. Now, the reason I wanted to do a video on these is because I recently decided to post. It looks so pretty, fuck. Yeah, it looks good under this ring light, apart from the ring light, obviously. Blocking it. And this was one I made as a gift for my mother. Okay, so what I did was recently on a group on Facebook, which is called the Schumann Resonance Group. I think it's a private group. We're all a bunch of, I don't know what you would call us, magicians, I guess. So I posted a picture of this and asked people what they thought or what they felt from the item as a kind of experiment. I said I will share my experiences regarding the item, but I'm curious to see what other people say about it first. Okay? I had a massive response to this post. Massive response, so too much to really go into here. But I wanted to show you. So basically, I'm just going to scroll up to the top of the comments and see what people said. Okay, some people said, looks like a galaxy, shamanic energy, your Celtic connection, which is interesting because, yeah, I guess I do have a Celtic connection. Calm and clear, Orgone Energy. Someone put halfway effective Orgone harmonizer device. Where did you get yours? I don't like spirals because the elitists use it for pedo clubs. Amazing. Yeah. Movement, organic, peaceful, Orgonite, pulsating energy. So this is what I actually put. Once I'd got enough responses, I decided to put this. So I made this as a gift for my mother in 2018 or 2019. I used to make them and sell them. I used polyester resin, crystals and metals. It is Orgonite. I wanted to share because I actually got a message from the universe to stop making it for a number of reasons. So there was a lot of misinformation in the Orgonite community, such as what I just mentioned, the supposed squeezing effect on the crystals causing a piezoelectric effect. Many people say this, but it is false. The resin shrinks, which means it pulls away from the crystals. It would have to expand to put pressure on them. I also did not agree with the gifting aspect of the movement, where people would litter these around the place. True story. And that they were said to be based off Wilhelm Reich's research, but they don't really resemble his work at all. I said resin is plastic and probably won't biodegrade for quite some time. I feel something from these devices, which I genuinely do, some more than others, but I'm not really sure if it's good. I have my doubts. Right, that's important. It feels sometimes like a stimulant to me, but this one feels gentle, not strong. I think the energy depends on a lot of different factors, such as the environment they are placed in and the people who make and utilise them, etc. I used to sell these and people loved them, but I had my reservations about whether what I was doing was really good. It's subtle energy, however, so I believe it wouldn't affect people any more negatively than the energy coming off wireless devices, in my opinion. However, they are sold as devices claiming to protect against this. What happens with these is a lot of people gather the materials and end up having to sell them to attempt to accrue the money back that they spend. Yes, I feel that big time. I just loved making them, experimenting with the energy and the intricate part of the aesthetics. So energy aside, these were carefully constructed works of art. but I won't make any more. I lost all my materials in my art studio in a house fire in 2020, sadly. If I do ever use resin again, I will probably use bioresin. There is such a thing as bioresin. I said my specialty is clairsentience, meaning my sense of touch is very good. So I can usually feel vibrations coming from crystals, ley lines, geopathic stress, and RF frequency, radio frequency. And I said a lot to read there, sorry. As you can tell, I'm very fond of rabbit holes. I hope some people enjoyed this. Much love. What was interesting is that after, not before, I put this comment up explaining my personal experiences, that is actually when people started saying, I'm not sure about this item. So check this out. Beautiful. Not sure that it should be worn over the heart. Someone says, I learnt a lot from your post, thank you. So that's nice. I would love to have one, someone said. Someone said it needs cleaning. What's the background of the pendant? It is good, someone put. I don't understand how resin is beneficial considering how toxic it is, but it's all about intentions, isn't it? I wanted to say something about that comment, okay? It's not all about intentions, obviously. You could intend to love someone, but if you kill them, then, you know, your intentions didn't align with the action. So your actions and intentions must align, which is the reason why I stopped making these, because basically, yeah, I began, you know, after I figured I don't really think the energy coming off these is really good, and there's a lot of bullshit in the community. After that, I was like, you know what? I am just kind of making these for money now, and also just for something for me to do, but, you know, it didn't sit right with me. So, no, it's not all about just intentions. Someone put, it is an EMF protection. And someone said it's very pretty, but does feel right to me for some reason. I think they meant doesn't feel right. I'm not a fan of resin or orgonite. You may be feeling the energy of the copper. Someone says it's so beautiful. It feels like unorganized chaos. I feel it in my heart. So I don't know why, but this gives me strange vibes, like it belongs to someone and they want it back. If you can cleanse it, I would do that. The coil is in the wrong direction and format. Someone said that they can't live without it. Organised mess, synchronized chaos. They are a mixed stone that harmonize energy or create a harmonic field to the wearer. Okay, the back bothers me. The shards seem chaotic. See, the reason that I put a picture of the back, the reason that the back has metal is like when I was researching, that was the way that it's supposed to be made. But you see a lot of these kind of, just bear with me a sec, you see a lot that look like this. I can't really show you how. Right, you see a lot like this, which are like, they hardly have any... Oh, my screen looks really dirty. I'm so sorry. I do clean it sometimes, but clearly I haven't cleaned it recently. Yeah, so this one isn't properly made according to the experts because there's not enough metal in there. It's supposed to have a lot of metal in there. I would actually sit there cutting up pieces of wire because I couldn't find a source for copper schwarf. Is that what it's called? Can't remember the name, but you know, copper, waste pieces of copper basically. You need to find a source for them. Okay, this one seems a little off, someone said. This one gives me strange vibes. The response that this post got was completely ridiculous and loads of response. It's angry and dark. Chaos is the first word that came to me. I'm getting an unfavourable feeling when looking at this piece. Someone else said swirl like a pedo symbol. As if the swirl is like only belongs to pedos now. It's like if you see a rainbow in the sky, does that mean that God's praising the gays? Because the gays own the rainbow now, right? Halfway effective orgone, and yeah. So yeah, there was a massive response to it. But what I wanted to make clear is that the comments didn't turn negative until I posted about my experience, okay? That is a negative vibe, someone said. Coiling up like a snake, yin and yang. Not bad, someone said. I feel like it holds so many different kinds of energy. So there you go. Interesting. So it's really interesting. So what I want you to ask yourself is, was it that people felt more comfortable coming out with their honest opinions after I'd wrote my experiences, or was there something about me writing my experiences that made people just naturally answer that it was dark? Was it me injecting, or rather projecting, my doubts about the piece that actually changed the feeling of the piece? I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. The colour changes on this camera are doing my head in, so I hope they didn't do your head in. I still fuck with crystals, by the way. This one is Selenite. This is my 100% favourite crystal at the moment. It's supposed to cleanse. That's the mainstream feeling of it, or whatever, purpose of it. I've got some spaghetti bolognese on it. Anyway, but yeah, this is Selenite of the moon. And I've just made some more pendants like this, even though it's super soft and you could scratch it. See? But yeah, this one, cleansing. This one to me feels so weird. Definitely feels like something happens with this. But I'm not sure what it is. I would describe selenite as like waterfalls. Waterfalls. This one is obsidian. I describe this one as like just nothing. I barely feel anything from this. But this one, such a strange energy. Very interesting. What does it do? I don't know. I literally, because of like the bullshit around the movement, the Orgonite movement, I actually started thinking that it was put there with dark intentions, you know. They were getting people to make this because it does something dark. I don't know, but I'm regardless of what it does, I'm super glad I've still got a piece that I made. I think it's super beautiful. And like you can see straight through the middle. I just think it's nice. But yeah, weird energy. But it's the same with, you may have heard of Moldovite. Moldovite is a tektite. Let me get my piece while I'm here. Okay. You may or may not have heard of the Moldovite. Moldovite is a tektite. I put mine on a string.
Alright, yes.
Yeah. I'm just doing a video, Mum.
Are you?
Yeah.
I've changed my bed today.
Oh, right.
All that I need doing is the duvet cover putting on.
Yeah, okay, I'll help you in a sec.
You're alright, just take your time, there's no rush.
Okay, I'll help you once I've done this video, alright, Mum?
Okay.
Cheers. She's got to do the debut, right? She's got to do the cameo. It's tradition by now. So yeah, this is Moldovite, so it's a tektite, and you know, there's loads of videos about Moldovite, I'm not going to tell you, but this is one of the crystals that gets people awakened to the possibility of crystal energy, I suppose, or convinces them more so of the possibility of crystal energy, because a lot of people feel something from this, including me. Again, just like Orgonite, right? With me, personally, I'm not even sure if this is good, energy. But loads of people swear by this and say it's high vibrational. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do love it. It's very rare. I was going to put a light behind it to show you the colour, but we don't need to do that. I haven't got my torch handy, so that was just a little quick video, rough video on Orgonite. I hope you have a great day, and that's all I have to say for now. This has been Kerry Attenborough of the Astral Realm and Glitch Hunter, signing out. See you next time. Bye.